Now let's take an example on how to apply a certain problem that is using the universal gravitational law. You have object A applying gravitational force of magnitude 1.3 to the 10 to the power of minus 10 newtons on object B. Determine the magnitude of gravitational force if the distance is doubled. So, and MA increased by 6 times and MB is halved. Explain your reasoning. So you can either right away you double the distance from the main universal gravitational law and you increase MA by 6 and MB by half, so 1 over 2 MB. And you try to find the final answer. How did the gravitational force change based on the example that we talk about as assuming you are in the lab? Or you can take, each variable as a new question and try to see what happens. So here, before we have MA and we have MB, we have a distance. The gravitational force was 1.3 to the power of 10 to the power of minus 10 newtons. Now, what is the FG if you double the mass of A? So in this case, what he did, he doubled the mass of A and he reduced the mass of B by half and he doubled the distance to be 2r instead of r. What is the gravitational force? Firstly, you apply the FG equals VG by MA by MB over r squared. But we know that r squared in this case is 2r squared. So as a side note, we know that gravitational force equals the gravitational constant by the mass of A by the mass of B over r squared. Now the new variables that we had, he say the MA prime or the new MA equals 6 times the original MA. And the MB prime equals half the mass of B. And he said the new R equals double the original distance. We plug these in the original equation, would give you G by 6 mass of A by mass of B over 2, which can go down in the denominator, multiplied by r squared, in this case 2r squared. Now if you divide over 2, it will give you 1, divide over 2, it will give you 3, and that would give you 3g mass of A multiplied by the mass of B over 1, forget it, 2r squared would be 4r squared. So that can be simplified as, so the new gravitational force, or Fg prime, would equal 3 over 4 multiplied by G by MA by MB over r squared. And that means Fg prime, or the new gravitational force with the new changes in mass and distance, would give you 3/4 the original Fg. So you plug in the value of Fg here and you'll be able to find the new gravitational force with the new variables. 3 over 4 Fg would be 3 over 4 by 1.3 by 10 to the power of minus 10 Newton. That would give you a final answer of the new Fg of 9.8 by 10 to the power of minus 11. So the new magnitude of the gravitational force is 9.8 by 10 to the power of minus 11, and that's your final answer.